To the NCAS news for February 21st.
On January 27th, Montbello and DCIS had a pep rally for the Eastern Montbello game at the Thunderdome.
So recently the NCAS news asked staff members what their first job was. Let's see the responses.
Okay, so my first job was at McDonald's.
No, 7 Up, please.
7 Up, is that for both?
Yes, please.
Lovely, so we've got a 14 up. And what tips would you like on that?
Can we have a sweet chilli?
Getting saucy with sweet chili. Anything else?
Chicken sandwich meal with no lettuce.
And a chicken sandwich meal with no lettuce, please.
Oh, now we're talking. Sandwich meal, no lettuce, no worries. And we'll drink on that bad boy.
Chocolate milkshake, please.
Shocky shake. Don't mind if I diddly do. Anything else?
I hated it, but I did give free food to all the football players and track players because it was right down the street from George. And then I worked at every McDonald's in the Denver metro area until I decided to find something else, which was then in retail. So that was my life at 16.
What was your first job?
My first job was at Lakeside, and I was about 14.
Did you like it?
I did not like it. I operated one of the games. So we'd have to set up the animals and all that other stuff, and we would go from game to game. It was really almost impossible to win, but no, I didn't like it at all.
Was it hard getting your first job?
No, because in the summer, Lakeside and Elitch's, they kind of hire all the kids. The best part about the job was they paid you in cash because we were so young, but it was really far, and my mom hated taking me, so I don't think I lasted the whole summer.
Alright, here we are at the top. Try and hold on.
So my first job was at a daycare in New York where I grew up. I liked it at first, but it was actually the reason why when I was a kid I didn't think I wanted to be a teacher, because I worked with so many little kids and I just didn't know what to do with them. I didn't know how to talk to them. But I enjoyed it. It was a good experience, and it was very easy for me to get because it was actually the daycare I went to when I was a little kid. And my brother at the time was dating the woman who runs its daughter. But then I got kind of awkward because they broke up and I was still working there, so yeah.
Right now. Okay. So my first job was Subway. Yep, I was a sandwich artist, and I got the job from a friend. His mom owned the Subway in the little town I worked at, that I lived in. And what was the third question? Oh, do I recommend it? So I think if you really need the money to help your family, then you absolutely should be working. But I think your education should always come first. And so if your grades aren't awesome, then you should think whether it's smart to take on another responsibility.
I decided to make a video about the barbershop, something different from the Chuck scene. This barbershop's on 40th and Chambers, owned by a former Montbello graduate whose sister went to NCAS. They do amazing work, hit them up.
Now our interview with the middle school dean, Mr. Tarver. The challenges with working with students.
I think one of the biggest challenges when working with students would probably revolve around the issue of respect. I think a lot of our students know what respect is. They've been taught respect on a certain level, but it's something that they struggle with being able to demonstrate at all times. So for example, having a conversation with a teacher when they feel like the teacher's not right and how they respond to the situation. And oftentimes a lot of the issues we deal with down here at the middle school stem from issues of like respect for the teachers. So it turns into defiance, kids using really negative language that can become verbally aggressive towards a teacher, or even just in how they deal with one another. So we're constantly talking about that issue of respect and helping students to understand that like respect is something that you earn, but respect is also something that you should give if a person is giving you a reason to respect them. And then also just that whole theme of like treating people how you would want people to treat you. And so we're constantly going in not in circles with kids, but we're going through this process to help get kids to that point of understanding. What I like most about my job is the opportunity to work with young people who ultimately are our future. I'm a firm believer that young people, like our young people here at NCAS, are truly the next leaders, innovators, artists, activists, all of those things that speak to what our mission and our vision is here at the school. They are all of those things, and it's up to us as adults to really mold and shape them into the individuals that they aspire to be. Even our most difficult and challenging students have the potential to be great leaders and have the potential to do great things. And so it's up to each and every one of us to help mold and shape them. None of us would probably be doing what it is that we're doing if it was not for some individual that we had the opportunity to cross paths with that took the time to pour into us the things that were gonna make us better individuals. And so working with young people has been something that I've always loved, and it's something that I couldn't really see myself doing anything else other than this. It's also why I'm trying to aspire to be a school leader eventually, because I want to be able to touch and impact as many young lives as I can.